Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So good to see you all. We need to talk about Arlecchino because I pulled her on the last few days of her banner without her weapon, because I did lose on that weapon banner, and even at C0 R0, this is the R5 deathmatch that I'm using, not even her signature weapon, she's clocking in at 160-ish thousand damage per normal attack. The power creep is getting so out of hand with Neuvillette and Arlecchino, and then the foreseeable future units coming in Natlin and Snezhnaya, and Colombina, the Torre, and any other characters like the Tsaritsa, which we know that she is going to be challenging the Heavenly Principles, and that is the whole reason why she is collecting the Gnosis. It is getting insane how much damage we are going to be doing. I mean, we are only in the 5th out of 7 regions, and there probably will be an 8th in Conria, and I am getting scared at these numbers. To give you perspective as to why I'm panicking about this, I have a C6, Ayaka, Ayato, Shenhe, and Neuvillette, and Father at C0, R0. I need to stress that more in case you didn't get it the first time. Is either keeping up or completely out-damaging my units. It's insane. I don't understand how this is happening, and I need to know what you guys think and feel about this. I mean, I'm a day 3 1.0 player, meaning in 1.0 I missed the first day, I missed the second day, but on the 3rd day of launch I was playing, and I have not missed a day since. So you can call me a seasoned veteran in this game, and I've seen the damage numbers go from 20, 30, and 40,000 per hit to 50, 60, to 70, 80s, and now we're talking about 150, 160s and beyond. I mean, we're only in Region 5, guys. It's getting kind of crazy, and it's making me a little nervous because it's like, unless they introduce characters like Farina who can buff the current roster, we are currently looking at characters that are going to be forgotten, completely outclassed by these new characters coming out. I mean, C0, R0 should not be able to compete with C6, R5, but lo and behold, they're basically doubling my Ayaka damage, like with a C6 Shenhe, mind you, and a Kazuha, and a C4 Mona, which, mind you, gives you plus 15% crit rate whenever you break her burst. It's insane. I'm not a average investment guy, okay? I highly invest in my favorites, and I feel like I'm being punished for it because I didn't get the newest character at C0. That's insane. That's completely backwards thinking. I've never seen a company do that. Like, why are you going to tell me that all this time I've been doing this the correct way, right? Where I've been building my favorite characters, and now I'm super strong and I can compete with even the whales out there, and now all of a sudden that's the wrong way to do it. I should be pulling every character, becoming a character collector, because those are the characters that are going to come out and power creep to the point that even C0 without their main signature weapon can still do more damage than your C6 R5. That is absolutely insane, and you can see why I'm a little bit heated and just on this topic so much, because I'm one of those guys who have a C6 R5 and have been branded by the general public out there who watch my videos as a whale, and no matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter how much I try to talk to these guys and tell them I'm not a whale, I'm just a dedicated saver, nobody believes me, and I've just been branded permanently to be known as a whale. And you know what, fine, I've accepted it. I don't care what you call me. I know what I am. My bank account is secure. I don't have large amounts of money spent in this game. However, at the same time, I have to carry this load of being called a whale now, and I'm still getting out-damaged by C0, R0 characters. Are you freaking kidding me? What are we doing, Hoyoverse? Can we do something a little bit different here? I don't understand where we're going here, but I'm getting a little bit nervous because Natlin's coming up, Snezhnaya's coming up, and then probably Conria. So we still got at least 3 more areas coming, and that's a lot of potential for power creep. And in the past, I'm old enough to remember when Diluc was the main DPS, he was the best, Kaching was right there with him, maybe Jean was in there as well. These characters now don't exist, they mean nothing, they are not even on the same tier as all these other characters coming out. It's absolutely insane how much power creeping we have done up until this point, and now what the potential is for the future with this Arlecchino and this Neuvillette being released. I cannot believe where we're going with this. Like, remember, Natlin is right around the corner. We're talking about Murata, the Pyro Archon. She's probably going to be a power DPS, or she's going to power creep Bennett, and now she's going to be a new power buffer. Don't even get me started with the Dragon Sovereign of the Pyro element. Again, knowing that he's Pyro probably means he'll be the newest DPS in the game that trumps everyone before him. Then we're going to go over to Snezhnaya. You're talking about Colombina, the Torre still in there if they haven't already released already. They're probably going to be super powerful for their elements. We're talking about Colombina probably being a Cryo, but still, we know Cryo doesn't really do well in terms of the element with reactions, so it's probably going to be a raw DPS gauge. Now, who knows what the Tory is going to be, but he's probably going to be a power creep to Columbina, just knowing that she is going to be the third versus his second ranked ranking in the Fatui Harbingers. He's going to power creep and probably become the next DPS in the game no matter what element he is. We got the Dragon Sovereign of the Cryo element, of course. Then we're talking about the Sarita, who is collecting the 7 Gnosis and only needs 1 more left, which is in Natlin. And she'll have all 7 Gnosises now to challenge the Heavenly Principles and create a new war, so that way she can gain her freedom for her people and all the people in Tevat, and not just to be in the palm of the Heavenly Principle's hand and just to dance to the will of whatever they decide. And then finally, of course, how could we ever forget, if we do end up making it to Conria or end up challenging Celestia either way, or if they're the same thing, we're talking about the Heavenly Principles. How many there are? It says principles, meaning plural, more than one, and we only know of one so far, the one that we met in the very beginning of the game, when you get to choose between your male or female character. We know that there is at least one that is a Kiana lookalike, right? She's gotta be the strongest in the game, because she is going to be the celestial representative, who is supposed to be powerful, more powerful than the Archons and the Sovereign Dragons, which are the strongest characters we have in the game to this point. Okay, let me take a breath. Obviously, I'm looking at this from the wrong perspective because I'm on the wrong side of the fence. I am not a whale, but I have C6R5 and a couple of C6R1 characters, right? So for me, it of course is going to be a little bit worrisome, because now it means that 6, 7, and 8 months that I spent saving up every Primo Gem possible for that C6 opportunity on my favorite character now becomes obsolete, because there's a C0 non-signature weapon character that is obviously going to be doing more damage because of power creep. So looking at it from a free-to-play perspective, or somebody who is starting now, right, who is fresh into the game and picks it up during Natlin, Shneznaya, or even Conria, not only are you going to have a bunch of content in the game, but you're also going to have some of the best characters in the game right away at your fingertips. And the good thing is, what I've learned of Fontaine, they are going to be giving you guys teleporters that you can teleport to right away after you complete the first Archon quest. In Mondstadt, you're going to be able to teleport directly to that point and then level up that character getting those materials, because otherwise you'd have to run 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 meters, which is going to take you probably half an hour to 45 minutes, plus you're going to seek endless chests, enemies you want to kill, and beyond. That's going to distract you and cause you to zigzag instead of beeline directly for it. So they're definitely going to be doing that, where you can get to those areas quicker without having to run through all the areas prior like we used to, or completing Archon quests to access certain bosses. However, it's just one of those things that I wish there was an easier way to say, or an easier way around it all. I don't want to see a scenario where the Heavenly Principles releases the Kiana lookalike, and obviously she's probably going to be the strongest in the game, but she's so much stronger than my 2.0 C6 R5 Ayaka that she's doing 5 times the damage. Like, at that point, why do I even have Ayaka? I should just sell her back, and they should create a system where you can get a refund for all the pulls you spend to be able to use them on a different character, right? They would never do that because that's a horrible business model, but I'm just saying at that point it's more beneficial for the player versus the company. Okay guys, that's it. I am done ranting. I just had to get that off my chest. Please let me know in the comments if I'm overreacting, if I'm underreacting, if you agree, if you disagree. What are your thoughts on the whole scenario? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you wish to see something different? And don't be afraid to explain in detail. Now, I want to take about the last minute or so of this video to tell you guys about Wuthering Waves. I want to give you guys an update. No matter how rich you think I am, calling me a whale with all these C6 characters I have, that has all been budgeted and that has all been saved for over the time of lengthy durations, right? I am actually not a whale. I don't have thousands of dollars at my disposal to get a high-end gaming PC of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, or a gaming laptop for that matter. So, I will be playing Wuthering Waves on release, and I am unsure if I'm going to be free-to-play, low-spender, dolphin, or whale. I don't know yet. That'll be a dedicated video in itself, and I'll let you know what I decide from that point forward. But for now, my biggest gripe is that it is going to be iOS gameplay. I have an iPhone 14 Pro, and we know that the limits of that kind of device on a game like Wuthering Waves, which is relying on reaction time, and then obviously higher graphics so that we can determine what movesets are coming up next, and you can react accordingly. I don't know how well it's going to perform on that device. I'm going to do my best to give you guys good content that you can enjoy and maybe potentially learn from as well, since I do like that higher combat kind of stuff, but I can't guarantee what it's going to look like, so watch out for that dedicated video. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.